This is Just Tool Basics, and today we're talking about cotter pin pliers. Hello everyone, welcome to Just Tool Basics. Today's topic is cotter pin pliers, which is a pretty specialty need tool, I'll admit. Plenty of times a pair of needle nose is all you need to pop out a cotter pin. However, there are those occasions where it's in some narrow spot that just makes it difficult to get that cotter pin out when you need to do it. And if you're not familiar with a cotter pin, it's this thing, that little pin that you put through, bend over the long leg, and it holds something from unscrewing or sliding out, depending on the context. I just grabbed this thing as I needed an example thing that had a cotter pin in it, and this one fit the bill. The way these things work, as you can see, there's this kind of snouty tip, and that goes in the ring of the cotter pin, and then there's this fork underneath it that goes around the cotter pin, and then this thing pulls up on it. It's, reverse action pliers. There's a tip for the smaller size cotter pins that you might encounter. Both the tips are hardened steel. They don't bend, even though they look fairly dainty. Of course, if you abuse them, they might bend, but for normal use, they don't bend. And the way these work is grab yourself a pair of pliers, squeeze the legs straight, and as you may know, sometimes like the cotter pin wants to hang on, like that's still in there. And that's where fighting it back and forth, and in this case, obviously I have easy access to it and I could fight that straight if I wanted. However, with these guys, you stick the little nose in there and you just pop it right out. And this tool is most commonly found in like a dirt bike pit area, for example, race car pit area, something where you don't want to be fighting with your cotter pin in an urgent situation. So maybe not an everyday tool, not the tool that everybody needs. However, it's under $20. It's small. It gets the job done pretty nicely. So if you're in a situation where you deal with cotter pins regularly, it's not the worst tool to have around. So that's cotter pin pliers. I'll leave a link down in the description where you can find your own if you're interested. Until next time, this is Just Tool Basics.